Hello kids, how are you all doing? Today we are gonna deep dive into the world of plants. We see many plants around us, right? Have you ever wondered as why so much importance is given to the plants? It is because plants are the primary producers of food on this earth. What are those? Primary producers. Okay, it is very important to understand this concept of plants being called as the primary producers of food. It means that plants can make their own food. What is it? Plants can make their own food. Okay. So, how can plants make their own food? Think. I know most of the kids actually know about this concept called as photosynthesis. Right? Photosynthesis is a process. What is it? It is a process by which plants can make their own food, right? Plants can make their own food. So what is this process? Here, plant uses, what does it use? Carbon dioxide, right? And water in the presence of sunlight. And with the pigment called as chlorophyll. Plant can produce what with all these? It can give you food, that is like it can make its own food, starch, right? Starch or sugars, you can say anything. Okay, and apart from that it will give oxygen. Okay, it gives out oxygen too. Okay, so this oxygen you all know is what we breathe, right? So this oxygen being released into the atmosphere is so important for us, and this carbon dioxide being absorbed by the plant is also important to us, right? And apart from these two, these exchange of gases, what else is important to us? The food. Without food, can you survive? No, right? So food is important, carbon dioxide absorption is important, and oxygen release into the atmosphere is important. So a plant does so many things that are important, right? So always people say that you have to grow more plants, no deforestation, you have to protect the environment. You keep listening all this for some purpose, right? Okay, so now while studying about these plants, we will go through this format, right? First we will see about the structure of the plants, next types of plants, uses of plants, and interdependence between the plants and animals. Okay, now let us see about the structure of a plant, right? So structure of a plant, I think most of the kids know about this, right? Like a plant is basically divided into what? Yeah, say it loud, even though I can't hear to you. I will know that, right? Okay. It's root system and shoot system, right? Shoot system. Okay. Now tell me, what are roots? You all know, right? That roots will be in the soil, under the ground. In most of the trees, we won't be able to see the roots, right? Why did I say most? Why didn't I say all? You'll get these answers later. Okay? So, now tell me, root system. What does the root do? Okay? Root anchors the plant. What does it do? Anchors the plant. into the ground. Okay, so only because of this roots the plant is able to stand on its own. Okay, so and then what does it do? It absorbs the water and minerals, right? What does it do? Water and minerals that are dissolved in the soil. Next, it supports the weight of the plant. Okay, and what else it can do? It can store food reserves, right? Can store food reserves. And food reserves such as what? Such as starches and sugar, right? And when will these be used? In the times of crisis. Okay, so a root does these many things. Okay, now why did I say system? Okay, it's because the roots, the way they are interlinked, okay, that is different in different trees. So overall there are two types of systems. What systems are those? One system is taproot system, okay, and other system is so taproot system. First let us see about taproot system. Okay, now just see here, this is the land, right? Here you will find a big thick structure, and to that these thin roots will be attached. Okay, this is the primary root. What is it called as? Primary root or taproot. Okay, and this grows deep into the soil. Okay, so what is the function of root? The primary function of the root is to absorb the nutrients and water from the soil. So just think, will this do that thing better or not? Yes, right? Because the penetration of this into the ground is so much. Penetration means it will go down, it can go deep down into the soil, and because of which it can absorb more water, right? So and these are all called as the secondary roots. Okay, so now tell me, in the dry climates you think that taproot can do the things better, right? Why? Because in the dry climates there will be less water, and so because of its ability to penetrate deeper, it can absorb more water from the soil. Okay, now coming to the examples. Tell me, what can you understand with this? Like if you see this, it resembles some vegetable, right? What vegetable it is? Yes, it's carrot, right? So carrot and radish, okay, turnip and beetroot, okay, also oak trees. See, it is very important to learn to write, to by heart all these examples, because in your Olympiad exams, okay, they will ask which comes under the taproot system and which plant comes under the the other fibrous root system. That sort of questions will be there, elimination type of questions, right? So you have to, that is the very reason I said, when you are seeing something, okay, try to picture it in your brain. Okay, now this appears like a carrot, right? So it's like it. So first, in order to remember this diagram, I'm saying you one thing. See, tap. Okay, how the water from tap flows? Like this, right? There will be one big flow, right? So imagine that. So you can get to this structure, and from this structure, you can actually visualize a carrot. Okay, carrot, radish, turnip, beetroot. It's like you can see that all this will be like almost like similar type. Okay, in that way you have to remember. And this is the oak tree, and the other thing is the oak trees. Okay, and apart from this, most of the dicots also have this taproot system. About the dicots, I'll tell you later, but just remember for now because it's important for the Olympiad exam. Okay, this is about the taproot system. So, and what is the other type of system we have? It's fibrous root system. What is it? Fibrous root system. See, here, this is the ground, right? So, it's like all the fibers are attached to the end of the plant. Okay, now with this, what you can see, these are the thin fibers, right? These thin fibers reach is not so much, they can reach only the shallow parts, right? So it means that these will be useful where the water is confined to the shallow areas, that is the rocky lands. There these will be rocky lands, shallow watered lands. Okay, there these structures will be more useful. Okay, so it's like what will be the examples? It will be grass. Oh, sorry. It will be grass and corn, palm trees, onion, etc. Right? You, as I said, these things you have to learn. Okay, what is it? Grass. See, I'll tell you one thing. See, you can see that grass grows everywhere, right? Wherever it wants to grow, it will grow. It's because it has fibrous roots, right? So it will it can reach not deeper, but it will reach to the shallow surface itself, but it can extend to the larger area, and so they can easily grow even without water. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. And the other one is corn, palm trees, onion. Okay, all these comes under what? Fibrous root system. Okay, now apart from this, even monocots, most of the monocots come under this system. Okay, and as said, this dicots and monocots I will deal later with this. Okay, so these are more efficient, again reiterating, these are more efficient. Efficient means good, right? Better, can do better. Okay, more efficient for absorbing nutrients in what sort of lands, what sort of soils? Absorbing nutrients where the water is shallow and rocky, right? You got it right. Now we are done with the root system, and now what else we have to do? Now after this we will go look at shoot system. What is it? Shoot system. Okay, now tell me, shoot system means something that we can actually see, right? All the parts of the plant that are above the ground, this is root system, right? Now the plant parts, be its leaves or flowers or fruits, everything comes under shoot system. So what all comes under the shoot system? Stems, right? And leaves, flowers, and fruits. Also, not ends, sorry, should not put end and 2 times, right? Only for the last one you have to use end. Sorry for that. Okay. So stem, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. Okay, these are all part of the shoot system. Okay. Now let us go one after one. Okay, first we will see about leaves. Why leaves? Why did I choose leaves? It's because the most important process called photosynthesis happens only because of the leaves, right? So it is called as food factory of the plant. What is it? Food factory of the plant. Okay. And now tell me, why do the leaves be green in color? It's because of a special pigment. What is it? Special pigment called as chlorophyll. Called chlorophyll. Right? Now, you have to then go into the structure of the leaf. Okay. What is this? This is a leaf. Right? Now, this part, this entire part, okay, this part is called as lamina. What is it? Lamina. It's called as the flat part of the leaf. What is it? Flat part of the leaf. Okay, and this one is called as midrib. What is it? Midrib. It is also called as main vein. Okay, and attached to this midrib are the small veins. Okay, these branch off from the main vein and they actually help in transportation of minerals, water and other nutrients from and off the leaf. Okay, so transportation of what? Water, nutrients and minerals. Okay. Now this part, okay, this part is attached to the stem, right? So this part is called as, what is it called? Petiole. Okay, and apart from that, what is the other thing that is most important in the leaf is that there will be a structure called as stomata. What is it? Stomata. It will be underside of the leaf. Where will it be? Underside of the leaf. So what does it do? It helps in the exchange of the gases. Okay, what is it? Helps in exchange of gases. This stomata, see, it's a tiny opening under the leaf. Okay, this will be guarded by two cells. Okay, these two are called as guard cells. Okay, they help in opening and constricting or restricting this the size of the aperture, right, the size of the stomata, right? It will open and close the stomata. So with that it will regulate the exchange of gases. Okay, so and tell me more about the leaves. Okay, so whenever we say leaves, okay, the most important thing that should get into our brain is the process of photosynthesis. I have already explained it to you. So again I am telling you because it's so important. Whenever there is plant, the main thing that comes is photosynthesis. Okay, and the photosynthesis is a process where plants make their own food using carbon dioxide. What is it? By absorbing carbon dioxide and using water that it takes from the roots, right? And in the presence of what? In the presence of sunlight. So without sunlight it can't. Okay, without sunlight there is no preparation of the food by the plant, and there should also be chlorophyll. Okay, with this what you will get? The plant will be producing sugar which acts as its food, okay, plus oxygen. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere, into atmosphere, and which is used by all of us, right? So now tell me, why is, so you have so many things here, right? So what does chlorophyll do? Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight. What does it do? It absorbs sunlight. So you can get a question saying that what does chlorophyll do? They'll give you so many options. From among that you have to choose that chlorophyll absorbs sunlight. Okay, and this carbon dioxide, how will the carbon dioxide enter the leaf? We have special structure called as nose through which the exchange of gases takes place, right? External exchange. I am not talking about something what happens inside. I am saying that we take in oxygen with our nose, right? But how about a plant? How will it release how will it take carbon dioxide? It takes carbon dioxide through, I have already explained, right, stomata. Didn't I say exchange of gases? Right? Exchange of gases takes place through stomata. So you kids know about gases, right? But I understand that you are just 4th grade and you just can't understand what are gases and all that. So carbon dioxide and oxygen here are the two gases, and the exchange of these, like into atmosphere and to the leaf, into the leaf, these sort of things happen through the stomata. Okay, next, oxygen is released by the plant and it is used by the human beings. Okay, and how will the plant get water? It will get water through the roots, okay, carried by stem to the leaves. Okay, to the leaves. So here I want to clear one important concept. Okay, often, like most of the kids, not only kids, even like big people won't know about this, right? Even adults doesn't know about one concept of the plants. Okay, I just want to put this in your brain so that the kids viewing my channel should know this important thing. Okay, it is also very important to understand that there is a common misconception, thinking it's a thought that always plants will take in the carbon dioxide and give out the oxygen. But no, this is not the right. As a part of this process called as photosynthesis, the plants absorbs or takes in carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, this is a notation. Okay, so carbon dioxide, from now onwards I will use CO2. Okay, so you kids have to remember that again, but anyways I will keep on saying that, I will repeat it till you get used to that, don't worry. Photosynthesis takes in carbon dioxide. During the process of photosynthesis, plants takes in carbon dioxide and releases what? And releases oxygen. Okay, but this is only for photosynthesis. But when plants are breathing, the reverse happens. Okay, what happens? Plants like us take in oxygen, okay, takes in, let me clear this out, during respiration. Okay, respiration means breathing and all that. Okay, plants takes in oxygen and gives out what? Carbon dioxide. Okay, like human beings. Okay, so this is a very important concept, and whenever people ask, if some people say that what like carbon dioxide, what does the plant take in, then you have to specifically say that during the time of photosynthesis this happens, and during the time of respiration or breathing, this happens. Okay. Now tell me, are all the plants green always? No, right? We know, we sometimes see that not all the leaves are green, right? The color of green comes from the pigment, as I have mentioned previously. It's because of the chlorophyll, right? Chlorophyll. And it's because the chlorophyll reflects green color. What does it do? Reflects green color. You know, right? When we see something of some color, it's because that color is being reflected. Whatever color is being reflected by that material, we can find that object in that color. Okay. So this absorbs, the chlorophyll absorbs red and blue, and it reflects green color, right? That's what we will be able to see. Okay. Now apart from that, there are also other pigments. Okay, we heard about this chlorophyll many a times, right? So what are the other pigments? They are carotenoids. Okay. And what else? Anthocyanins. Okay. These reflect different colors. Okay, because of their dominance, when they become more dominant than the chlorophyll, then we will be able to see those colors. And will they be always dominant? No, there are some aspects based on which they become dominant. Okay, when there when we can find some seasonal changes. Okay, what is that? Seasonal changes. And for the sun protection, oh, right, you are laughing, na? What? Sun protection for leaf? For us, we have this SPF lotions, but for the leaf sun protection, yeah, even leaves need sun protection. Okay. So, and apart from that, for attracting pollinators. Okay. So pollination is some other concept because of which we get new plants and all that. That process will be explained later. So it is for attracting pollinators. What are pollinators? Bees and some other insects that will help in the process of pollination. Okay, as stress response. So when the color changes, color of the leaves changes, we can understand that that plant is in some trouble. Okay, so we can take appropriate action. Okay, so for when these sort of things come in, then these type of pigments will dominate. Dominate means will overpower the chlorophyll, and so we can't see green color anymore, and we will be able to see some other colors. Okay, so what are some of the examples of different colored plants? Like leaves, red maple will have different color, right? Not green. And also purple heart plant. Okay. Now this is important that again I am reiterating, it's important that these sort of things have to be put in mind. Okay, they may ask, like they will give something else and they'll say what are the pigments that are usually present? Chlorophyll, carotenoids and anthocyanins. And apart from that they'll give something else, odd man out. They will ask what doesn't belong to the leaf. Okay, at least if you know these three, there are some other there are many more pigments in the plant, but this will give you some edge, and for 4th grade you don't need anything more than this. Okay, so whatever I have explained here, go through it again, watch the video again, so that all those things will sit in your brain. Okay, it's very important that you check this sort of mind maps that I gave you. Okay, these all will just sit. If you watch the video once again, then you can actually make the things get etched in your brain. That's very important. Okay, so kids, prepare very well. Okay, learn it and again revise it, then you can easily do everything. Okay, all the best, prepare well. I will continue the remaining part in the next session. Okay? Bye kids.